It is race day here in Bahrain, or should I say race night. Yes, this is one of the two night races of the season, so a very special event. We are just waiting for the sun to set here in the desert so that the engines can fire up and we can get going with this round 2 of the Bromula One season. Bahrain International Circuit has a very exciting track layout for us with 3 DRS zones to provide us with a lot of action. Qualifying yesterday, very exciting. We have front row lockout for Mercedes once again, and then surprisingly we have a Racing Point on the 3rd spot. Yes, Racing Point of Ademar O'Connor, the rookie, taking 3rd position after Sebastian Vettel having to he got a grid penalty, 5 positions, moving him further back on the grid, and Ademar O'Connor will be starting 3rd place with the rest of the rookies also starting up very high, so very good performance from them. As we go on to 5 red lights for the Bahrain International GP. 5 red lights are out and we are away. The Ferrari of Charles Leclerc has a very good start and moves up on Ademar O'Connor as they head towards the first turn, going 3 wide with the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, but Ademar O'Connor holds the position from Charles Leclerc with Ficho Tenun sliding past Leclerc after he's compromised by Ademar O'Connor as they head towards turn 4, with Lewis Hamilton actually takes a very weird line and Ficho Tenun just slides right past, so he'll take the 2nd position for now. Further back, Nosiminator making a move on Choky Poppy with Keto in P13 actually flips the cut and he spins round. Not the best start for him as he slots back in behind the Williams. Ademar O'Connor currently in P4 with Ficho Tenun, a very good start from him as he goes off the track, however, with Lewis Hamilton on his tail. Valtteri Bottas is driving away as Nosiminator settles for P6 after passing Choky Poppy. He's behind Charles Leclerc with Ademar O'Connor going off track, so a lot of off tracks at the moment. Also Nosiminator having a little bit of a wiggle on the curb with Choky Poppy now closing in behind him. Is he gonna try and move on towards the last turn? No, he isn't. Maybe he'll try something now down the main straight as Valtteri Bottas has a decent gap with Lewis Hamilton now attacking Ficho T9, going towards the first turn, going around the outside as also Charles Leclerc tries a move on Ademar O'Connor, but Ademar O'Connor defends it beautifully around the outside with Hamilton actually overtaking Ficho T9. Another off track for Nosiminator as he was also being attacked by Choky Poppy, but now Choky Poppy has to defend from Alex Albon, who goes up down his inside and actually takes the place. Is Choky Poppy gonna try a move down the S's around the outside? He tries to hold it, but Alex Albon has the better line and he goes up into P7 with now Choky Poppy P8 after starting P7, so lost 1 grid position as he tries to close back down the gap to Alex Albon. Not the best line in towards that tricky turn before the back straight, who a lot of drivers seem to get wrong, as now the Haas of Kevin Magnussen actually getting a really good first lap in, not unlike his teammate. Here we see Kerio in P20, last place. He is still with the pack, so race is not over for him. As now, just as I said that, Kerio does another spin on towards that fast-paced right-hander, and there goes, you can guess, another front wing for Haas F1 team. So yeah, already having to come in Kerio with now Leclerc maybe trying down a move on Ademar O'Connor. Both of the strongholds in engine power that is the Racing Point and Ferrari, as Ficho Tenun, these two rookies with P3 and P4, very good starts for them. As now we see Kerio coming into the pits. You can really see the look on Gunther Steiner's face. He's gonna have some words for Kerio after the race. Another front wing change, another pile of money given away, but Kerio now in a world of his own, and not a good world. He's in P20, almost more than a sector down on P19, so maybe he'll get something from this race. As now Adamar O'Connor again into that tricky left-hander before the back straight, takes a horrible line, and Charles Leclerc takes 4th place from him, with Nostiminator still in P6, still trying to work on the catch-up with that Red Bull. Not the best tracks for Red Bull, but they are in P6 and P7, so they're still in it, with Ficho T9 on the back of Lewis Hamilton with that Alfa Romeo. Very impressive of him to keep up with the Mercedes, as he has DRS, so he might try something in towards the first turn. Yes, he goes down the inside. Hamilton defends a bit, but not enough. With Ficho T9 going wide, Hamilton might get the cutback. Yes, Hamilton tries the cutback and he gets it, managing to hold the outside line on turn 2. Now defending into turn 4 with Ficho T9. It's just settling in behind him for the moment. Let's see if he can try a move on towards sector 2. Very tricky to overtake here, but we have seen it before. As they now head towards that tricky left-hander that a lot of drivers seem to get wrong. Let's see if they can do it smoothly. Very good line from both of them, with now Ficho T9 having DRS. Maybe not gonna try a move on towards that left-hander after the straight, but he will close back in with this DRS. So trying to work on catching up these two Mercedes that are pulling away. As we now go back to Choky Poppy in P8 with Sebastian Vettel behind him, and Choky Poppy actually goes in for a move, a spin. He spins just like Kerio and breaks his front wing, but not unlike Kerio, that's his first front wing broken, so that's gonna cost him some positions, at least not a lot of money for Toro Rosso. As now Nostiminator has DRS on Adamar O'Connor, but actually his teammate Alex Albon has DRS on him. So maybe he'll try a move down the inside on towards turn 1. Yes, he does, Alex Albon. And he takes the place from his teammate. Nostiminator not putting up too much of a fight. Of course, that is his teammate. As we now see Choky Poppy putting on the medium tires. Probably gonna go onto the end of this race. He's still in front of Kerio. Did not lose as much time as the Turkish driver, but he is also in a world of his own. With Adamar O'Connor still trying to catch back up to Charles Leclerc after Leclerc overtook him right on this part of the track. So as they go to the back straight, the Ferrari pulling away with that Ferrari engine power, but the Racing Point with its Mercedes racing power also very strong in the straights, as we've seen in qualifying. But actually Alex Albon is closing up to the Racing Point, so maybe they'll have to watch that as the Red Bull closes in. As we have still Valtteri Bottas in front, followed by his teammate Lewis Hamilton with Ficho T9 3rd place and Charles Leclerc 4th place, as actually Adamar O'Connor dives down the pits, so he might try the undercut on his fellow counterparts, as Ficho T9 breaks way too late and actually gets a lot of contact with Lewis Hamilton, but they didn't get any damage, as he still takes the place, even though that was a cool, really aggressive move. Going towards turn 4, let's see if Hamilton has an answer for him. Not yet for the moment, as Charles Leclerc is right on the Hamilton tail, and this could be really profitable for Adamar O'Connor. These guys here fighting it out for positions, and the undercut of Adamar O'Connor could really come in favor for him. if these guys don't pick up the pace. And towards the left-hander with Valtteri Bottas still getting away. He has a really nice gap to second place and the rest of the pack. Nosminator still in P6, also very decent drive from him until now. As he goes in behind his teammate Alex Albon. With Sebastian Vettel coming up behind Nosminator, so Vettel with his penalty managing to catch up to this front pack. Vettel is still in it. Let's see who of these guys are going into the pits. As we see Feature T9 and Lewis Hamilton diving in. And Nosminator! He has no brakes, he forgot to brake and goes straight into Lewis Hamilton, and that gets him out of this race. He was doing so well and then he just forgot to brake into the pit. Into the pits. He thought that his car brakes automatically for him. So yeah, disappointing for Nosminator, having a really good race so far. As we now see Otmar O'Connor going on, let's see where he comes up. He comes up ahead of everyone. So what an undercut for Racing Point. Really good strategy call for them. With Otmar O'Connor coming up in P2. Yeah, with, as we just see, Kerio trying to break a few more front wings going. Just taking the DRS sign with him. He maybe is a little bit pissed off after being in P20 for so long. He just said, screw the DRS, I'll take it with me. As now they are Feature T9 in P14, but in a net P3 actually with Otmar O'Connor. Very good undercut that strategy call was from Racing Point. So he's in a net P2 at the moment. As still this battle has been going on for the whole race between Feature T9 and Lewis Hamilton, the reigning champ, trying to overtake the rookie, not managing to do so far. So Feature T9, the Serbian driver, doing a really good job, as they are 1.5 seconds away from Otmar O'Connor, so not in the DRS zone. So this could be crucial. This could be very crucial for Otmar O'Connor to get away. Also as well because these two are constantly fighting, and that does not get in. That is not good for them to catch him up. As we see Lewis Hamilton making a move on Feature T9, as actually Valtteri Bottas comes in behind them. So the undercut really works on this track. That means Otmar O'Connor is in a net P1 at the moment. P1 for Otmar O'Connor. That would be amazing in his second race of his career to win a race already. With Feature T9 overtaking Hamilton back again. So the reigning champ really having to deal with the rookie, not quite being able to manage him. As on track it seems that they are catching Otmar O'Connor visibly by the eye, but the gap I can say is still about the same. So they really have to get in the work if they don't want the new Racing Point rookie to win. As one of the many straights on this track goes into the final corner, maybe Lewis Hamilton will try another move down towards turn 1. Feature T9, they're asking his engineer for information on Otmar O'Connor, as he has to defend from Hamilton once again. And maybe you saw, but the gap was 1.6 seconds. So and they are still fighting it out. So this is not gonna come in handy for them if they want to catch Otmar O'Connor, as they are still side by side. And they actually spin. Feature 29 and Lewis Hamilton come together after such a long time of fighting. And Feature 29 goes straight into the wall, with Lewis Hamilton losing a lot of time as well. Choky Poppy now in 11th place after that incident. And that has ruined the race for Feature 29, who was doing such a good job in the Alfa Romeo, holding on to P2. What was gonna be a net P2 after the backmarkers have pitted. And he has a crash with Lewis Hamilton. Not sure who was at fault there. Maybe that was just a racing incident. Let's see what the stewards will have to say about that. As Choky Poppy now actually coming up behind Feature T9. So actually Choky Poppy is gonna get back into the points. So he actually made a very good drive back into this race. Well, not into this race, but into the points. As Feature T9 is probably gonna come in for another pit stop. Yes, he is. Broken front wing and a broken heart for the Serbian rookie, as he was doing such a good job strolling in towards his pit crew, changing the front wing. This is just probably not gonna be pretty impossible to drive back into the points, so he's just gonna drive it home on to see the checkered flag at least, as he's now in P19, so last place, with Kerio actually seeing some life, coming up behind his first opponent after such a long time being on his own. Robert Kubica in the Williams. Let's see if Kerio can make his first overtake of this race, to maybe just get some dignity with after breaking so many front wings once again. But if he wants it to get into the points, he has 4 laps, so probably not gonna happen as well. So the two rookies, Feature T9 and Kerio, are not gonna make points again. Yeah, score points. My apologies. Two races already, so yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they still have not got a taste of what it is like to score points in Bromula One. As we see Kerio moving up behind Robert Kubica. Let's see what Kerio can offer us. Is he gonna try and move on towards turn 1? Actually having a little bit of contact, maybe trying to break another front wing at this point, as he goes around the outside of the Williams of Robert Kubica, and that is going to be a really easy move for Kerio. But he actually loses the car, almost loses the car a little bit, and Robert Kubica is actually going to challenge him again. Going towards turn 4, Kubica goes past Kerio. That is not a sight Kerio would like to see. But the Williams of Robert Kubica actually managing to get past Kerio once again. As Choky Poppy now in P9. He has Hamilton, who drove back and managed to drive back into the points. Now behind Choky Poppy. So Choky Poppy is still, Hamilton is in pin 10, so if Hamilton overtakes him, he would still score a point. But he obviously wants to keep this 9th place. As now Kerio gonna try another move on Robert Kubica, but the Williams is defending really well from the Haas. As once again Kerio goes round the outside. Is he gonna make it stick this time round, as they are side by side going down the straight, with the power of the Ferrari engine coming into play that has Bromula One car, has on their back. So now Kerio hopefully loses the car once again on the same spot as the last lap, but he will surely keep that position for now, as we are on the final 2 laps of this race. 2.5 laps this one, and after this one 2 more laps to end this race. Let's see where everyone will end up, as Shoki Poppy actually again into that tricky left-hander, making a mistake, going defensive to not allow Lewis Hamilton to get any closer. Because of him moving to the left, he actually denies Lewis of some drag, so Lewis couldn't close up to him that quickly. As Audemars O'Connor in P1, wouldn't it be amazing if the rookie won his first race on his second performance of his career, as actually the 2 Ferraris of Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc are closing up to him. They are hungry. Sebastian Vettel, after starting on the back of the grid, P14 or P13, managing to get into the P2 and potentially P1 to win the Bahrain GP. Let's see what he can do on the rookie that has been performing outstanding in this race. The rookie himself and his team, obviously, Racing Point, with an amazing strategy call, getting that undercut done on everyone, basically, on Valtteri Bottas, on Lewis Hamilton, on Feature T9 and Charles Leclerc. So he undercutted 4 different cars. So let's see if it pays out amazingly for him to win his first race, as he's getting under pressure from Sebastian Vettel. Can the rookie hold on? There's only one more lap to go, with Charles Leclerc also closing in with Mercedes. A disastrous race for them. They had a front row lockout for the beginning of the race, but now Bottas P4 and Hamilton P10, as Sebastian Vettel makes a move on Audemars O'Connor. Is he gonna stick it? Audemars O'Connor cuts a little bit the track, but actually compromises his line. But he manages to keep it, as now teammates are going head to head. Charles Leclerc going in for the overtake on Sebastian Vettel, and he gets it. This is a 3-way battle for the win on the final lap. It doesn't get any better, people. As now Charles Leclerc is pressuring Audemars O'Connor. Let's see, as it's only one more sector to go, as Audemars O'Connor, another mistake on that left-hander, as we've seen many times from drivers this weekend, and that cost him his first position. Charles Leclerc moves up into the lead. Now we have a Ferrari sandwich, with the filling being the Racing Point of Audemars O'Connor. Can he keep his second place, or can he win this race? Only one more corner to go. Sebastian Vettel not gonna try a move on Audemars O'Connor, and he is too far back for Charles Leclerc, as Leclerc comes across the line to win the Bahrain GP, with Audemars O'Connor getting P2, so not bad at all. Obviously would like, as Kerio, we move back to Kerio, as he gives us some more donuts to appreciate. Keeping his front wing, however, with Choki Poppy coming through with P10 after Lewis Hamilton again actually overtook him. So Choki Poppy takes 1 point away from this race after spinning, so he can't complain at all. And Kerio coming across the line, P18 it is gonna be for him. So yeah, race to forget for the Turkish driver. Still has not scored yet in this season. Also Ficho T9 coming up behind him. So very disappointing race. He had such a good start to this race and such a good race up until that incident with Lewis Hamilton. So he could have been on the podium today, future T9, but unfortunately P19 it is gonna be for him. But the man of the moment, P2 for Adem O'Connor on his second race of his career. Amazing job from him, amazing job from Racing Point. Congrats to Racing Point with 2 Ferraris on the podium. What a race this was. A lot of ups and downs for many of the drivers, with Mercedes starting on top and falling back down, Ferrari starting on the bottom and coming to the top, and Adem O'Connor managing to snatch P2 on his second race of his career. What a race this was. Hope to see you back for round 3 in China. We go to China for round 3 of the Bromula One season. See you then. Peace.
You know what it's like to ride a Hellcat, like an automobile owned by Batmobile, this and that. I make it go rat-a-tat. Gun smoke at the back, we inhale that. Pistol back in the pocket, hit the stool and then I rap like a rocket. Apollo 11, holla at me, I ain't your level.